on, everybody? Today we got a special day today. We got a date with the dyno. This is something we've been trying to get to for a while already. A lot of people have asked me online, have asked me on YouTube, Instagram, if the car's ever been dynoed, how much power are we making in this car. Today's gonna be the day. We're gonna be running down to Driver B's dyno shop over in Rialto. He works on a lot of Hondas, very well known in the Honda community, in the race car community out here in the Inland Empire. But today he's going to take us on. He's going to strap on the Beamer and we're going to get some numbers. But before we do that, I want to do an oil change. We're going to change out the spark plugs. We're also going to clean out the MAF sensor. The supercharger setup's real sensitive with the MAF sensor, so we want to make everything good. So when he gets it, there's no flaws, no defects. So a couple things we got to do today is we're going to adjust the rear camber on this wheel here. It's a little bit off, so it's eating the tire up unevenly. We're also going to take the MAF sensor off and just clean it out. I'm also going to switch out these spark plugs. We're going to do an oil change and then wash this thing because it's filthy. And we have our appointment a little bit later. We'll make our way down there and we'll get this strapped up. If anybody's got any guesses on how much power this car is going to make, please drop your comments in the comments below. I'm going to start it off with saying these cars make about 175 wheel horses. This is a 328i with the supercharger, supposedly capable of doing about an extra 100 horses. So I'm not going to be too optimistic. I'm going to take a guess at about 260. This engine is not new. It has 160,000 miles on it. Still running strong, but we're going to find out where we're at by the end of the day. So first we're going to start by changing the air filter and also clean the MAF sensor. Right here we already had a spare oil filter and a spare air filter. And I want to thank Angel and Jessica for coming in clutch with the new oil and the new spark plugs. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to do is get these spark plugs replaced. I'm going to start by taking the coils off. Now we got all the screws off, we just pop the coils off. Pop. Literally pop them off. Then we'll just unplug them. Once they've been popped off, they just unplug. And then we just pull them out. Now I didn't want to bore you guys showing you how to pull out the coils and plugs, so we got them off. We'll get the spark plugs out of the way and then we'll be on to the next. This quick update, it is hot today. It's about 93 degrees right now. It's supposed to be about 103, so today's actually the coolest day of the week because yesterday and the day before was boiling hot. So good day for the dyno. It's not the best weather, but it's better than none. So now we're gonna slam in these little new spark plugs here. Pro tip, anytime you're gonna run your car at the dyno, you want to make sure your spark plugs are gapped correctly. So you want to get a gap tool like this and just check it. I'm not going to tell you my gap because everybody has a different gap. Every car is different, but check your gaps. You can find that online, but make sure to check all your spark plugs because you don't want to be stuck at the dyno trying to gap plugs. New spark plugs are all in. Now we'll get the coils in. Coils are back on. Now we'll get everything. Guys, next thing we're gonna do is change this oil filter. Let's get it out of the way. Got the new one here. We'll be swapping it out. Oil filter coming out. Got the filter out. New filter going in. Got the new O-ring and the new washer for the cap. Slam it in now. Done. Package secure. It's in. Mass sensor is clean. All back together. Now we're gonna put the wheels back down and just give it a quick wash, and we're done for today. Let's get over to the dyno shop. We're gonna knock this out. All right, guys, we are here. Gotta run this thing. We're gonna knock it out. All right, guys, we are here. We're freaking run this thing, let it cool down for a minute, and get the first run in. Alright, guys.
So we pushed the gear yesterday.
Surprise, surprise.
Harmony set it up.
Suck. Alright guys, you saw it. We hit 200 wheel horses. It's kind of disappointing. I was expecting more. According to the Supercharger kit, it should be making more than that. I know there's a couple variables that didn't help us. It was the hottest day of the week, super hot. We drove the car over there. The car was hot at the moment. We took about a 5-minute break, but didn't give it any time to cool. And obviously heat affects this a lot, so that was my first mistake. Second mistake was not checking the car if we had any boost leaks or anything like that, even though we're not making that much boost. After running it and talking to the tuner there, he explained that the car wasn't making any boost according to the graph. So I think on the next video we're gonna be doing a boost leak test. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Also guys, remember that 30 wheel horsepower is a considerable amount of power. You can definitely feel it. I feel it in this car. It runs great, doesn't have no issues. That's been my goal, to go to the dyno and just figure out where we're at so we can go from there. Again guys, remember these cars make about 170 wheel. My car is 160,000 miles. It probably doesn't make 170. I hope it does, but we never dynoed it beforehand. So that's one thing. The other thing is the supercharger was a used kit. Not sure 100% of the condition of it. It runs, it spins, it blows air, but I put a boost gauge on it. It does show boost under load, so it seems to be building boost, but we might be losing it somewhere. So that's going to be the next things to check. Like I said, we're going to do a video on it, and we're going to do a boost test. So you guys know the deal, man. Check it out, come back, comment, subscribe, and catch you on the next one. Bye.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.